So this is John Saller. He is the brewmaster. What's your official title? What's it say on the business card, John?
Yeah, we all call ourselves brewers, but my
all
brother and I
of us.
are the original brewers of Burnt City and now the District Brew Yards.
You work with your brother.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Mostly fine.
Older brother, younger brother?
He's the younger brother.
Yeah.
And he's in Belize right now, so.
Why is he in Belize?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I think I know. Belize is wonderful this time of year. So you guys are the ones who are behind the scenes here making all the beer, but it's a little bit different situation. First of all, I want to ask you your history as a brewer. How'd you get started?
I was a home brewer, like, 190 other head brewers in the Chicago area right now.
Right.
And then got into the restaurant business. My brother was working in sort of retail, wine buying, coffee buying type stuff. So we had a lot of the ancillary skills and then the home brewing skills.
You're working together here. Now the idea is that you have 4 different breweries, but it's really all one brewery, but you get different recipes. So it's like a contract brewing, or how would you describe it?
That's the most similar model. Obviously, we work more closely with people in this arrangement than you would in a typical contract arrangement because we're all here all the time. We're also managing how beer is served and when it's going out. But yeah, we get recipes and processes from the different brewers. They do their own QC, although we also try to do QC for every beer that comes out of here.
And QC doesn't mean Quad Cities. QC in beer parlance
yes.
means quality control.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, contract is close enough.
Right. But it's not really. It is, but it isn't.
Yeah, I mean, in the past when we've done more traditional contract brewing, there's more of a distance between the other brewers and the actual processes, and then there's more of a distance for us from the sort of point of sale and service and all of that. So this is a more collaborative model.
So you're not dealing with radical differences until you are. I mean, there has to be some. You've got 4 people all under one tent. There
Right.
have to be some beers that are drastically different and some approaches to recipes that are drastically different.
Yeah, and that's where some of the best examples of the cooperative model come in because every brewery has techniques that they want to try out or that they believe in or that they've been doing at home for however long, and so that forces us to figure out how to try to emulate those on a larger scale. And then sometimes, I think it was Around the Bend who first decided to do an IPA where you circulate, they weren't the first people to try to do this, but the first among the 4 of us who started to use a process where you circulate through the heat exchanger to cool down before you add the last hops in the whirlpool.
Why would you do that?
It's a way to it's similar to dry hopping, sort of in between traditional sort of actual boil hopping and dry hopping.
It's
you
in the middle.
Less bitterness, more of the sort of volatile, fruity aromas and flavors. And since they had such success with that process, now the rest of us will sometimes incorporate that into our recipes if it's an appropriate style.
Do you ever sometimes wish you just had one brewery to worry about? You're like the guy on the Sullivan Show spinning plates. It's got to be kind of a unique challenge.
Feel like that sometimes.
Right.
Luckily, most of us are fairly easygoing most of the time, and we try to be really fair with tank allocation and timing allocation, and people are understanding if something's always going wrong. If we say, hey, look, we're delayed, we really need to push this beer back because these guys need this to be out for this event. People get it.
Right.
There hasn't really been significant drama, but yes, it is a lot to coordinate and move got a lot of tanks and a lot of people who want, in particular, the medium-sized tanks. We have 115 and 230s, and sometimes those are scheduled 3 months out.
So this guy's the most popular guy in the whole brew house.
Yeah, because it is
Big enough but small enough.
right. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
It's
Right.
small enough that that you can move the beer quickly, even if you are, relatively small and/or it's a weird style, and big enough that you have a little to distribute and still enough to stay supplied in-house for a few weeks.
Well, keep up the good work, because
Thanks.
it's just nothing but good here at the District Brew Yards. John,
Appreciate it.
thanks for your time.
Cheers.
And let's go Sox.
Let's go Sox.
Let me ask you this: is he a Cubs fan or a Sox fan?
He's a Sox fan.
All right, and I'm going to make an assumption. What's going to break my heart, John, is if you tell me, because I'm a diehard Sox fan. If you're about to tell me you're only wearing this shirt because it's Brew Day and you don't care if it gets dirty, that's going to break my heart. You're also a Sox fan?
I'm a season ticket holder.
This is, see,
And I'm
I'm gonna start crying.
I'm a Sox fan because back in the 80s,
Yeah.
the Chicago Public Schools would give you 6 free Sox tickets.
Perfect attendance!
For every, perfect attendance
Yeah.
or honor roll. So
Right.
between my brother and I, we would get, we would go to like 12 Sox games a year. They would lose 13 of them somehow.
Yeah.
We'd be one of 2,000 people in the stands.
And see, I grew up in the Chicagoland area, and I've been a Sox fan my whole life, but I would get the tickets for perfect attendance. Honor roll was something that eluded me. Can you believe it?